Okay. Maybe no. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. So, I'm not sure how many people we're actually going to expect to be here because it's Tuesday before Thanksgiving. I like to say, and we're going to talk about why are you making yourselves nuts? Okay.
You want to
You
change the banner?
Jay, what banner? It says holidays and sundowns.
Oh, mine does it.
It doesn't.
As long as yours says it, because you're
That's all that
recording
matters.
it.
Right. So I don't know what to say. It says holidays and sundowns here. This is technology, and I think just like everything else, it's on its last nerve. Okay. So anyway, two things I wanted to talk about. First of all, you should be watching this because you should be stopped working already. Should be relaxing because you have a life. But that's going to be the topic of this conversation. But before we get into that, one of the things I wanted to talk about is if you haven't heard, if you don't know what the term is, it's called sundown or sundowning. It's doggy dementia. Right. And over the years, I've seen it in client dogs. Okay. So I've had clients really annoy me because how is it you can recognize Alzheimer and dementia in people, yet you can't recognize it in your pet?
Mhm.
Okay. I guess I've had arguments with people. No, you know what? Your dog is not, your 15-year-old dog is not peeing in front of the door because out of spite. It's just
Right.
they're 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 just not getting it anymore. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's they think, well, this is where I go to pee and then kind of forget. Okay.
Or they
Again,
could just be right in front of you on the carpet while looking right into your eyes.
yeah.
We just lost Bunny Girl,
I'm
the
sorry.
lady bunny Fufu, two days ago. We buried her yesterday, and she exhibited all of the signs, which is why you have that little snippet of video. People are very uncomfortable with the death process because we haven't been confronted with it for a very long time, centuries. Well, I guess at least a century, not like we used to be. So we're not used to seeing that natural death process. And part of that is the dementia, qualities that Mary was talking about.
Mhm.
So Cecil is started to exhibit some signs. And the only thing I'm really hoping for his sundowning is that he forgets how much he hates getting his nails cut.
You can always pray.
If we could get that, everything else is just going to be gravy. Okay. But we first started to notice things that, which maybe it took us a little bit longer because he's blind. So sometimes he's like, he didn't seem to know where he was going, that he didn't know where the stairs for the bed were. Like he had to think about it for a minute. Initially we attributed that to, he can't see very well. Okay. But then his day night schedule started to get really screwed up. And now nobody's getting any sleep at night because now he thinks it's daytime.
Mhm.
Okay. And even that is still, we thought, well, maybe because he's not seeing well, you know. But we started him on a CBD oil supplement from Nathan's and Kat. It's their senior formula, and he seems to be doing really well on it. All right,
Mm,
meaning Inessa and I are getting sleep at night.
right.
Yes.
Okay, so it happens. It doesn't happen. It's just like dementia doesn't happen to everybody. Okay, it happens, and Cecil and Speedy G are litter mates. Okay, Speedy got all the drama, and Cecil got all the other problems. He got the diabetes. He got now sundowning. And Speedy's like, well, just don't touch me. We'll be good. Okay, he's my drama queen. Okay. All right. So again, Michelle, thank you so much for. Thank you. I am so sorry about Bunny.
It's fine. It's fine. We knew it was coming, and I did cry. I mean, not a cold, heartless person. I took a personal day. Um, did up my hair, and I got some new glasses. And I apologize if you think I'm just being disrespectful with sunglasses. I just got them today, and I'm trying to get used to them because they're trifocal progressive.
Oh my God.
But my life is so bright that they get my transitions different. So okay, here we are.
Do you know what I got for my 62nd birthday?
What?
Readers.
Yeah, I have a pair of readers too.
Freaking
These are just the
readers.
yeah, they're awesome, aren't they? You can
These are
see
prescription
stuff.
readers too. I got a cheapo pair at Walmart too, but
Yeah.
these had nicer frames.
Hmm.
You have no idea. Of all the things turning 62, the thing that bothered me the most is those readers.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it
Okay.
happens.
Okay, so hold on a second. We actually got chat. Okay. Hi, ladies. Hi, Dina. Okay. All right. So sometimes the comments show up here for us, and sometimes they don't. Um, but anyway, if you have questions and we see the comments, we will answer them. So let's talk about 2 days. It's Thanksgiving, and how many is are working? Probably still working, or you just got home.
Hmm.
Okay. I was in Costco today, and the store was insane.
I was gonna say, are you crazy? We went on Saturday. It was crazy.
I don't even want to go for a walk. Like it's
Right?
And here's the thing: my normal shopping day is Thursday.
Mm.
All right, so we're actually gonna do our normal shopping tomorrow. I was actually in Costco getting tires rotated.
I love Costco.
Yeah, I love Costco too. That's where I decided I am not going to have a live tree this year, and I'm going to get a ceramic tree that has a little Disney figures circling around it.
Mhm.
That's cute.
Aw.
I never thought I would hear. I went and did my grocery shopping while I got my tires rotated.
Mhm.
Very
And I was in that Costco. Mary took me. It was a field trip, and it was awesome.
Yes. Oh, Angie, the stuff they have in there now for like
I bet. Oh my god,
For Christmas and stuff, it's so
I bet
awesome.
it's crazy.
I can't
Boy.
imagine even being in the middle of it. I can't
No.
imagine it. Can't.
I bet it's awesome though.
so this new sweatshirt with the hood and everything. All right. Ask me where I got that from, Angie.
Costco.
Yes.
Costco. And I know it has inside pockets.
Yep.
I heard it on the podcast. And you said, "Kid, you'd be so proud of me." Inside pockets, like throw my stuff.
Okay. And Pooh likes it too, so we're very happy. So anyway, all right. I'm not grooming. Michelle, you're not grooming this holiday season either.
No.
So we
No.
just got you guys are grooming.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
All right. So some tips to maybe make everyone who is working maybe less crazy.
You have control over the crazy. You don't have to make it crazy.
Yeah.
You don't have to stuff every single dog in. You don't have to overwork yourself and work 12-hour days. And I actually had this conversation with some of my groomers that are new to me this year that, just joined the staff.
Mhm.
And I had said, you won't notice crazy here at the holidays. We try to keep, I want crazy. I love that my week, first and second week of January, are almost booked up. I don't care about Christmas. That'll always fill. I'm like, I want my first 2 weeks of January booked. And they almost are. But fun fact and interesting, I used to kill myself. And when I opened, obviously, I started knowing numbers. And after the first year, I think I was still like busting my booty for like, I don't know, the first 2 years at Christmas time because I felt I had to. When I ran my numbers, my December numbers were actually the same, if not a little bit less, with the amount of days that you have off with Christmas, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, and New Year's. So my numbers were actually a little bit less that month because of the extra days off, depending when it landed, right? Like Christmas lands Sunday, Monday, so we have full weeks because we're closed Sunday, Mondays. But yeah, the numbers were never any different, feeling like I was busting my booty the 2 weeks before Christmas.
And and as a mobile groomer, I would take 2 weeks off in January. I would take over the course of the winter, so January, February, beginning of March. I would take a total of 4 weeks off during those 3 months. I was mobile. I had to account for snow of not working. And I would go someplace that involved sunshine because I was in the Northeast. And if I had to look at one more dreary, snowy day, I would just, I don't know. But I also accounted for taking time off when I wasn't going to make myself crazy. So not only is the holidays, and honestly and truly, in Connecticut anyway, I'm not speaking for any place else. So in Connecticut anyway, the amount of snow we would get before Christmas was normally nominal. It rarely impacted the holiday season. Where it impacted me was January, February, March. February was terrible. If I would just say, I'm just going to take the entire month of February off and just be done with it, I would probably have been a much happier person.
On a emotional level, you're no service. Like I have kids, and even if you don't have kids, you have family or you have some holiday festivities. And if you are dead tired, you are just a zombie and you are just present. You're not fully present to enjoy any of that. And it's not worth it. It is not. I couldn't tell you how many countless times that for my son's dance, their little dance routines that they did at the mall and all these other things, all their little things, that I was such a zombie doing so many other things that I never got to enjoy watching him do them. I just existed. I wasn't, and that bothers me more than anything when I would do that to myself, of working way too much for no reason at all.
And so that you know, I still have not changed the message on my phone from when I left Connecticut because it says Positively Pretty Mobile Grooming is retired. I'm getting calls from Connecticut again.
Can you fit one in, Mary?
Yeah,
short drive. Just to be there in, like
5 days.
So if a number comes up and it's the 203 area code, do not pick up. Want them to listen to my message, okay? And I don't know, maybe 5 years from now, I'll take that message off. I don't know.
maybe.
But very clearly, maybe, all right? But yeah, so the craziness has begun. And my general rule of thumb was, and again, always learning the hard way, all right, that from my birthday forward, so my birthday was November 8th, right? Towards the end, it was Halloween. So starting November 1st until January 2nd, I was not taking in any new clients. right?
Yep.
And that was a lesson learned the hard way of not making yourself crazy. There was one time, and again, I'm speaking as a mobile groomer, okay? There was one particular Christmas in which where there was an issue, right? And I had to reschedule every other day. I started that day at 8 o'clock in the morning. I did not get home to almost midnight.
Oh.
And the only reason I didn't like just park that van on the side of the road and go to sleep is that they were talking about another snowstorm coming in. And I was at that point, again, my whole boundaries weren't there yet. So I was all over the place. I was still a good 40 minutes from home.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know. When we tell you not to do things, it's because we've done the stupid things already.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
used to work myself when I was working for someone else. Used to work myself so hard during the Christmas season to the bone that Christmas would come and I couldn't do anything. I have lupus. So the more I overextend myself, the worse I get and the more swollen I get. So I couldn't actually bend my knees or my elbows because they were so swollen. They were like grapefruits because I had overdone it so much. So now my December is the same as my May or
Mhm.
my June. It's all the same because my clients book for the year
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't taken a new client in years. So, but by Christmas, they want their calendar with all the appointments on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so my schedule for upcoming is like January is full. There is nowhere to put anybody else because they need to know when is my next appointment. Because if we don't have the schedule done by December for some people, because there are so many, then we can always say, your next appointment is, and on that date, we will have your full calendar for you to put on your refrigerator. It's a magnetic calendar with all the appointments highlighted on it. We will have that for you. And then they're like, okay, that's fine.
They'll let you slide.
Yeah, we'll give you some grace. I ordered them early because last year I ordered them on Black Friday, which was a huge mistake because
Mm-hmm.
they got here the week of Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And there is no way you can put 300 customers' calendars together in that short span of, you can't.
No.
And so what we did was we did the ones that were coming that week and we just told the rest, this is your January appointment and you'll have the calendar then, and we take 2 weeks off after Christmas. So however it works out, like I'm not going back to work this year until January 8th is my first day back.
Then you ought to come to Washington and we can go to Costco.
I have everybody telling me, you need to come here. You have to come here. I will tell you the most enticing offer I've had is much further south from me, where it is warm. Because
Okay, but it's not cold here.
yeah, but it's 60 there.
Okay.
Just like, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? But I can't actually go anywhere because I've got Jazzy's surgery is the 20th of December. So we have recovery and whatnot. And so I'm going to be spending the time with my girl and doing that. So she's a cleft palate puppy. So they're going to do her first surgery and we'll go from there.
All right.
But
So
the other thing about the holidays that I wanted to mention is we work so hard to make our customers happy. We make ourselves crazy with the ornaments and the I want to do a thing and it's going to be special and blah 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 blah. And yeah, I noticed that too. It's not cold here at all. I just have on the most clothes. So, but what I have found working at a salon back in the day with many other groomers is I always wrote a handwritten thank you after Christmas. And I sent them to all the customers who had brought me cookies or gifts or left me a $20 or more tip to say thank you. And I noticed the next year that I continued to get cookies and gifts and money. And the other groomers didn't. And I was even getting cookies and gifts from their customers who I had
Hold on.
written.
I got to interrupt. Jamie. I have a dog that lives in this sweatshirt.
It's true,
Okay.
she does.
All right. So it doesn't matter. It could be 90 degrees in here. All right. And I'm going to be
Facts, I've
sitting
seen
here.
it.
I'm going to be sitting here in a sweatshirt because, God forbid, Pooh Bear is uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And yeah, okay. It's a little cold at night.
A little nipply, just a little bit.
It's freezing here. It's like in the low 30s.
That's insane.
Okay. Jamie's also on the other. Well, she's more in the middle of the state too. So
I've not yet put on a jacket. So
you're in Arizona. I would be really
Right.
concerned.
we're still in tank tops. We're
No, I got a little winter coat on. I literally run. I grab the dogs out of the car and I flee into the shop like my tush is on fire.
because you're gonna freeze like clink.
Yeah, because I'm wearing basically paper pants. They're nylon.
Right.
I will literally freeze my butt off. Like I'll be running and it'll just go clink, clink,
Mm.
and my rear end will be an icicle on the ground.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, the
I
only
don't know.
thing that I wanted to add to the discussion as far as holiday madness, I mean, we've all been there, done that, and in my youth, I'm telling you, we have already made all of the mistakes, all of the wrong choices, all of the things. My I thought it was so cool that my record for dogs done on Christmas Eve was 19. I was young. And you
Mhm.
know what? If you have the body and you're young and you're working on that nest egg or working on that next goal, there's nothing wrong with pounding them out. Let's do this. Let's get it done. Get that cash. That's perfectly fine. However, you can't sustain that. And I know
Mhm.
salons try to maintain that through the year. Power groomer. It's an actual term. Oh, I'm a power
Yes.
groomer. Whoa, babe. Whoa, whoa. You're going to look like you're 80 when you're 45. It just tears you up.
Mhm.
More money, more time spent with each client, less dogs. I'm telling you, it is the only way to do this. And you get life at the end. You get life on the weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah,
and
and I
things still
love the
fun.
fact that she does. Angie does book all her through the year. That way, exactly. You get steady money, and that's really all you need. If you've
Well,
had a
it's the
dry spell.
same rotation too, because they're all on a schedule. It's just like Monday. Oh, is this Libby Monday or is this? So Libby Monday means those 6 dogs are coming in on Libby Monday. And Libby is the
Mhm.
first one that comes in,
Right.
and then that. So it's you know what's coming in. It's the same set every time
Yeah.
because they're on the same schedule, and it's like, really already? Didn't I just do that? Can
Mhm.
it really be Libby Monday already? It's like, no, it really is Libby Monday. Okay, it didn't seem like 4 weeks ago. I guess it is.
You need a shirt. That should be the name of a band. Libby Monday. I love
Libby Monday.
that.
I actually wrote about her in one of my Yes Dear articles. I love that dog. She's ridiculous and so sweet. And every time I groom her, I can hear you, Michelle, in my head because she's an American Bulldog and she's mostly white. And I'm brushing her out and I'm like, how are you not pink and bald? And I can hear you saying, well, now the white hair doesn't have a medulla, so you're going to have more shed. And I'm like, and there's like a little Michelle, and she's like, well, you have to understand, white hair doesn't have a medulla, so you're going to have a higher shed because it has a lower act phase. So it will grow in your place faster. And I can hear you in my noggin every 4 weeks when Livy comes in.
I have dogs like that too,
cameo.
with a mentor voice. You're like, don't do it this way, do it that way. Oh, I'm doing it that way. Okay, I'll do it that way. Do it. Okay, all right.
So you make a cameo every month.
I love it.
Pop in while I'm grooming Libby to remind me, and I'm like, yep. And everyone at the salon, I have heard that coming out of their mouths because I have said it to them so many times. Because when you come in and you pop in and you say this to me, I have to share this information. And even her mom knows. She's a hairdresser.
I'll be wandering around somewhere halfway across the world. You're Michelle because the medulla is less in the white hair. Oh, that's funny.
And so
All
that's
right.
why the shed more.
Right, so Jess is going to Arizona for the winter. Good for you. But she feels like she shoots herself in the foot. Clients want to stretch out their appointments because I did a better haircut than the previous groomers. But this is here where you don't give them a choice.
Right.
They don't have a choice. And Jessie, I know that she is so kind. She's just like, okay, I know. I want to do it for you. Stop it.
Well, here's the thing. This is what I tell my clients for the same reason. They go, oh, well, this haircut has lasted so much longer and we can go 8 weeks now. And I said, well, unfortunately, I can't do that. Your options are you can have 4 weeks or you can have 5 weeks, because otherwise it doesn't fit into my schedule because I have so many dogs. There is nowhere to put you.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you are on a 4-week or a 5-week schedule. And they go, and I said, but I understand if you need to go somewhere else. And they go, no.
Every 4 weeks is fine.
Every 4 weeks is fine. I'll take 4. That's fine.
I know.
And that's how I handled that for the same reason.
When you start off the conversation, it's been a pleasure.
And well, I actually have a list of the other salons with their addresses and their phone numbers.
I do
and
that
I
also.
pull that out of the file cabinet and I'm handing it to them. And I said, I understand if that doesn't work for you. And they're like, no. And it's like lava. No, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. And it's like, okay, so 4 weeks or 5? 4 weeks. 4 weeks is fine.
Four's great. It's great. Thank you.
It's great. No, and I said, because we can do a bath and eaten and then a haircut and a bath and eaten.
It's perfect.
And a haircut. Because that way they're maintained, they're comfortable, it's easier for them, and your appointment doesn't last as long.
Absolutely. Try it out, Jessie. I think you'll love it. You'll love your day better.
And I always say, because in the end, it's really all about them, isn't it? Now, what are they going to say? No. I've never, ever had someone say no. Never. They always go, yeah, 4 weeks is fine. And they don't try to cancel appointments in between because they know once they cancel one,
it's over. It's like dominoes. Lose.
Yep. And I say, I understand you need to cancel this appointment, but we will need to keep the next 2 in order to keep you on the schedule. It's my way of letting them know you're not canceling every other appointment or you don't get to come here.
Right.
Mm.
And they go, oh, okay.
Got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and it works. It does. they accept it. And I also, when people say, "Oh, I can't get my customers to rebook," we were open for 2 months. 2 months. And people weren't rebooking. So then the next time I was checking them out, I said to the woman, "We don't have a ton of spots available because we're new. So everybody's trying us out. So I want to make sure my loyal customers get their appointments. So if I book you now, I can ensure that you have your next appointment on the day and time you want before any of my new clients, because my loyalty is to my existing clients first and foremost."
Right.
So, but if you don't book now, I can't assure you that day and time.
Mhm.
And they go, "Oh, no, no, I'll book now." And now they've gotten, after that, within 6 months, we were full. I couldn't take any more dogs. I had to hire another groomer because the calls kept coming and I had nowhere to put anybody.
Mhm.
So then now it was like I was open for a year. And I'm like, "Well, do you want to just book for the year and then you get to pick your day and time and then we can just keep doing that throughout the year?" And they're like,
Is that literally how that started?
that is literally how that started.
That's fantastic, because you know what your money is
Yes.
for every day of the year. It's just a no-brainer. That's lovely. It's
I
perfect.
know by generally the 15th of December what I will be making the week of Christmas
Right.
next year.
Mhm.
And short of someone passing away,
Right. Mhm.
Right.
it's not going to change more than,
The
one
occasional.
haircut or so.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
And, before we wrap up, I want to also make mention of eating. People, groomers eat. Eat. Okay.
Yeah, take care of your bodies. Take care of yourselves. Yes.
And not the sugary crap.
No.
Okay. I mean, it was terrible. I mean, as a mobile groomer, I mean, how easy was it while I'm fueling up my vehicle to run into the little mini mart and grab a soda and a pack of yodels?
Oh my gosh.
I actually have the solution for this. I am very lucky. I have an amazing client who has a fruit and vegetable stand, and they make up gift baskets for Christmas. So every year, right after Thanksgiving, I will go and buy one, and I put it in the back room. And this is nosh. There's all sorts of fruits, bananas and grapes and peaches and pears and oranges and apples and all the different fruits. And then they come in about 2 weeks later and they gift one to us as well. So we have fruit to nosh. It is like the whole month of December. Anytime you go by somebody, they're and it's an apple or an orange or a banana or something, and that's a much better alternative because generally for some reason our cookies come the week of Christmas, and that's when we do the piggy sugar pies where we're like, oh, because I just ate like 8 Hershey Kisses peanut butter cookies and they were amazing because they were made by a grandma. And yeah,
One of my clients could have been a professional baker. I mean, her stuff was so good. And I would get a tin of Christmas cookies that I would tell you would not make it to the next call.
straight up, I have one of those too. Duncan's mom, she makes, okay, so she brings in like a cookie tin for everyone. And then she brings in a Tupperware for me. It has my name on it.
And no
And
one
it
can
says,
touch it.
for Angie only. And she puts all my favorites in there. That immediately goes into the sleeve of my jacket hanging in my locker, and it goes home with me. They are divine. And I will tell you, half the Tupperware is gone on my way home. There's brownies, chocolate chip cookies, the peanut butter Hershey Kiss. Ooh, snickerdoodles, all made from
Snickerdoodles.
scratch.
Yes.
Oh, they are divine.
Okay, so you're making me and probably Michelle jealous because I'm not getting this stuff anymore, Angie. Just saying.
They're so good. They're so good.
Okay, so for those who are working tomorrow, okay, take breaks, eat well, all right,
Yes.
and enjoy Thanksgiving.
And if
Absolutely.
you have employees, I also want to say, like, I asked the girls as I was on my way out, do you guys need anything? They're like, we want a pizza party tomorrow. You know what? I will buy you pizza. Like, it is, the dogs are stressed, the people are stressed, you guys are doing great. So take care of your employees too if you have them. Like,
Absolutely.
Pro tip.
yeah, take care of them. Go buy them pizza or something. I know that, it's not good, healthy, but you know what? I have like a whole bunch of 20-year-olds. They love the pizza. I'm like, here you go. I will buy you a few pizzas, and there you go. Even though we're not
That's
doing
the easy button.
right, as long as we're not doing extra work, but it is more stressful. The clients are stressed, and the dogs are stressed because the clients are stressed.
Yes.
So
Also,
take
for
care of your employees.
employers, one thing I started doing about 4 or 5 years ago, I give my Christmas bonus the last day we work before Thanksgiving. So Angie got hers today because today was our last day. I have tomorrow off. So she got her Christmas bonus already so that she can go. She goes every year with her mom, and they do the outlets and the Black Friday and all
Oh
that
God.
stuff. They make a deal of it. It's like a family tradition kind of thing. She
Yeah.
has her sons, and it's all the things. And I started doing that, and every time I've done that, the employees are like, "That was so great. I got so much," and I know they're going to spend it on other people
Mhm.
because that's what they want to do.
Mhm.
And every year they come back and say, "Thank you so much. It was so great. I was able to get my dad that whatever that he really, really wanted. And I was able to get my son the whatever."
Mhm.
And I know most employers do Christmas bonus at Christmas, but like Ange got her Christmas bonus, and as always, she cried and said, "No, it's too much," and shoved it back at me. And I shoved it in her purse and said, "Shut up and take it." And we do this every year. It's a thing. And so, but it makes her life easier. And if
Mhm.
her life is easier, her life is better. And if her life is better, she's happier. And that's a happy employee. I'll take it.
Trickles down. Trickles down.
It does.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, this woman has been with me for over 20 years.
Mhm. You've treated her very well.
Yeah, she said she'll tell everybody, "I'm spoiled rotten and it's awesome."
All right. Before we sign off, Jamie, just to let you know, I will probably be doing the same thing tomorrow.
Snickerdoodles.
No. I have a butter cookie recipe.
Mm.
Uses a full-on pound of butter.
Oh, that's a
I make
good
blue ribbon snickerdoodles because the Marion County Fair said so.
nice. That's awesome. Well, I am actually going to go make chocolate chip cookies after this because now I am in a cookie kind of mood, and I happen to have chocolate chips.
You
in
did it to all of us, Angie.
I
Right?
so
I
but
had a client tipping cookies today. So she tips every time in cookies. So I had my cookie fix earlier today.
we got pumpkin bread with cream cheese already, like little pumpkin bread sandwiches with cream cheese in them.
She's still
Oh,
doing it, Mary.
it was delightful. Wow, the entire tray. It was so good.
All right. Good night, Angie.
Good night.
Right, guys? Now that I made y'all hungry.
All right. We'll see everybody next week.